industrial design. According to the administrative chair at the School of Design, Sandra has been a part of the educational process, truly taking ownership of her own learning. She fully immersed herself in everything RIT has to offer, taking full advantage of and committing herself to gaining the most from her graduate education. I am pleased to present to you Sandra Turner, Graduate College Delegate, College of Imaging Arts and Sciences. Sandra.
Good afternoon, class of 2011. I feel honored to be up here today speaking on behalf of the CIAS grads in the schools of art, design, print media, film and animation, photographic arts and sciences, and American crafts. As I was thinking of today's speech in graduate studies, the word courage kept coming into my mind. So, like any good graduate scholar, I looked up the definition of courage on dictionary.com. It states, the quality of mind or spirit that enables a person to face difficulty without fear, bravery, and to act in accordance with one's beliefs, especially in the spite of criticism. I believe that courage is what brought us all here today. I'm sure we have all had our share of critiques over our time here at RIT, and yet here we are about to graduate from one of the finest institutes in the world. So the question that I thought of as I explored the meaning of courage was, where does it come from? Do we learn how to be courageous, or is it in our DNA? As I reflected on my life, educational experiences, and the meaning of courage, I kept thinking of my mother. She is from the great state of Wisconsin, and at the young age of 23, she moved to Rochester with her husband and children, and shortly after became a single parent. She decided to stay in Rochester, despite having little family support. My mother had no driver's license and only a high school education, but was able to find a job, a daycare provider, and saved up enough money to buy a car. Growing up, my mother worked 2 jobs to provide for myself and my 2 sisters. I believe that watching my mother get up every day and go to work, provide for her family, and do what it took to survive while facing difficulty in her life showed me the true meaning of the word courage. Raising 3 children alone didn't provide her with an opportunity to go to college, but what she received instead was an honorary PhD in life. Persistence, humility, and dedication. My mother is one of the most courageous people I know. Another time in my life that makes me think of courage is the day my new boss hired me as a sales trainer, even though I had never trained anyone. During my first training session, I froze. I had 15 salespeople staring at me, wondering what I was going to teach them. They had been in the field for many years, and they were not too happy that I was taking them away from their customers. My boss took me down the hallway and I said, there is no way I can do this. And he said, you can do it, Sandra. You know the material, they don't. I didn't hire you because you know how to train. I hired you because you had courage. You can do it. Now get back in there. That one statement changed my life. I gained so much self-confidence that day because his statement validated what I always felt inside but was too fearful to show. I went back in, sweating, and stuck it out. As a mother, I have worked hard to teach my daughter courage, like my mother did, through example. In her life, she has watched me graduate from college 3 times. Once when she was 5, then at 10, and now as a 20-year-old. She has watched me follow my heart and passions in life, which I believe has helped her to become a courageous woman, one that inspires and encourages me every day. I am so proud of her and want to take this opportunity to thank her for being the best daughter in the world. And I especially would like to thank my wonderful and patient husband. He is very courageous, especially for marrying me. In fact, I would classify him as a saint. Without his support and quiet way of pushing me to do my here today. I am so lucky to have him by my side as my partner for life. When I decided to leave my full-time, stable job in 2008 for grad school, most people looked at me like I was nuts. I saw many bewildered faces and questioning eyes, but now my family and close friends, they said, "That's great, you've always had so many ideas." For this, I would like to say thank you. I came to RIT wanting to learn how to communicate the ideas in my head. What I gained is so much more. When I started my first year as a grad student, I had lived in the left-brain world so long that I could barely draw a box. My career was like a ball of yarn, all these great experiences all tangled up. RIT provided me with the needles to take my ball of yarn and make my ideas come to life. The independence, challenge, and freedom of graduate study in our school has allowed me to become a better person, designer, entrepreneur, and colleague. This, of course, could not have happened without all the faculty in this room. I'm amazed every day with the level of care that I receive by everyone in CIAS and RIT. I would especially like to thank my advisors, Stan Rickle and Alex Lobos, for demanding nothing but brilliance and always pushing me into the world of the unknown. Dean Koss for this opportunity to speak today, and Dr. Glenn, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, for all of his support. And I would like to recognize Jeanette Bredston, print media grad student, for having the courage to come forward with her idea that CIAS grad students should also have a voice at commencement. Whether you came 5 miles or traveled across the world to attend RIT, your courage, dedication, and commitment to your education and profession is demonstrated here today. I am so grateful to have met all of you and look forward to continuing to build alumni relationships in the future. So back to the question of where courage comes from. I believe we're all born with it, but we learn through our lives from the people around us how to use it for the right reasons. As we all go out into our professions, let's continue to take care of our mind and spirit, which enables us to face difficulty without fear, be brave, and act in accordance with our beliefs, especially in spite of criticism. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming." Good luck, graduates, and congratulations.